folks. Just getting things set up here. Hope you're all good. Okay, so if you guys want to put your hands up, and then I'll get to you in the order that your hands are raised, and we can help you with some tech issues. Paris, how's it going, my friend?
What's up, man? I'm going good. How are
Cool.
you?
Yeah, I'm doing well also. Doing well.
Nice. So, yeah, last time we were on the call, we were trying to set up a Go High level, um, like funnel to school. So some updates on that. We ended up actually just using Go High level to host the community and everything. Um, they're basically copying everything that school is doing. So yeah, we ended up just sticking with that. So it kind of made the process easier. What I wanted to go over today was setting up Google Analytics tracking on the website, setting up a Facebook pixel, and seeing a little bit more on how we can customize the order form. Can I share my screen really quick, actually, to show
So
you?
before you do that, let me ask you a question. So who
Yeah,
is this? Is this for you or for your client?
this is for the client. So
Right.
I'm a COO for a client, and I'm
Right.
helping them set up, yeah, all their website and everything.
Okay, because I got a bit into a bit of bother last time, in that we're here to sort of help you work on and scale and grow your own business, not your client's business. So we're not really here to do client work for you. So yeah, I'm not really sure I can help you with client stuff, but it's for you, if it's for your own business.
Well, well, what I can say is that this is basically my business because they're like my business partner. So I earn 50% equity of this, so it's basically my business now. Um, yeah, I'm like designing the website and everything, and I earn everything that the business makes.
Yeah,
So
I know how the COO, I know how
yeah,
all that works. I know how the COO method works.
yeah.
Yeah, this is technically client work though, isn't it, really?
Um, I mean, I feel like they're not really clients because I'm basically like strategic partner with them. So like they don't pay me like a commission, or like they don't pay me a fee for any of these things. It's like I'm a member of the whole entire business as a whole. So like this business is basically mine now too.
Right.
I own shares of the company. So
Okay.
um
Well,
do
before
you
we,
feel that's still relevant?
yeah, I think so because yeah, essentially this is your client's work. Your client has hired you to do these things, and like so asking us to help you with them is kind of
Well,
you're
well
basically
that
outsourcing it to us.
yeah, well that's what I'm trying to say is that they didn't really hire me. Like we've agreed on being shared owners of the company. They didn't hire me, like pay me a certain fee for that.
I
But
understand how all that works.
yeah.
Let's not get too far down this track. I know there's other people on here that need some help. So, is there anyone else before we jump onto Paris's work here? Has anyone else got any tech issues that they need help with? Hey, Louise.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I have like just would love to have some eyes on my entire funnel setup and my just the angle of the whole thing, even though it's in Danish. But I'm happy to wait and just see what else other people have.
Let's let's do it. So, what is it about your funnel that you're not sure about?
Well, it's just whether it will work or not. So it's still not really launched, and so it's some landing pages, the freebies, the webinars. So I have a few different products and just yeah, would like some opinions about it kind of thing.
Okay. Are you getting many people looking at your funnel at the moment?
N Nothing. So I used to be doing the what do you call that? Eat fruit, the TED, eat lots of fruit and get well naturally kind of thing, many, many years ago. And I took a break and now I'm kind of reviving the whole thing. And yeah, I just want to, before I start promoting and well, we are a little bit, but before I really kick off, I want to like set it up as well as I can.
Right. Okay. Cool. Let's take a quick look then.
Okay. Where is that share screen there? Okay, which one? That one maybe? So I have a how to say that in English? Fruit diet for beginners course. So it's the 80-10-10 diet, lots of fruits and veggies, and the people that come to me generally come because they have health issues, and I help them get well because I used to be really ill myself and got well that way.
Okay.
And so I have a webinar for a course about like a 4-week course on how to eat this diet. And this is the landing page that I've created. So we haven't really tested it yet. And it says, eat your way to health completely naturally without pills, supplements, or treatments. Hi, I'm Louise. In this free webinar, you'll learn how I got well from over 50 symptoms, diseases, and ailments completely naturally. You'll get the recipe on how your body can heal yourself. You'll learn exactly what to eat in order to get well naturally and why nobody knows about this. Reserve your spot now. So that's the landing page, so to
Okay,
speak.
so right away, I would say get rid of that background image. It's far too distracting.
Okay,
So
what
you're better off
color?
just having a white background.
Just white on white? Yeah.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Right. Okay.
Because that it's kind of distracting and
Okay.
there's a lot of different colors going on here. So yeah, I would just get rid of that.
Okay.
And then I would have some kind of sign up form at the top here, not like a button. So I have like
Okay.
a place for them to enter their name, email address,
It's
phone
it's
number.
because it's a ever webinar, so they have
Oh, so
this
you got a pop up.
form pop up. Yeah.
Can you get that pop up as a? Can you embed that into the page? I
I
feel
might be able to. I can.
yeah, that would be better.
Okay.
Just don't have to click any buttons or anything. It's
Yeah.
just easy for them to fill out.
Okay.
I noticed there was a delay as well when you click the button.
A little bit. Yeah.
So like every second counts when you're
Okay.
trying to get someone's attention. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
Try. And then here it says next webinar, see times on sign up because it's an automated one ever running.
Yep.
Length 1 hour, I'm doing it, and then 10 Danes got well naturally, hear their story of what they did kind of thing. So that's it.
Okay, so with that video,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a bigger piece of feedback, but if you could split that out into 10 different videos, then it looks like you have more clients.
Oh, okay. Well, I have that elsewhere, so I can definitely
Okay,
do
yeah.
that.
So I would put maybe somewhere between 4 and 8
Yeah.
separate videos on there and just be like, these are
Okay.
the results that people are getting when they're working with me, basically.
Okay.
It just makes it look more full.
Awesome.
Yep.
But people are not really going to watch it though, are they? No.
I think
Okay.
even just the presence of them being there,
Yeah.
you can see, okay, well, there's 8 examples of someone who's being helped. I think even just that is going to help,
Okay.
whether they watch the video or not.
Cool. And then the other one, which is a new big 8-week mentor program that Ted helped me create or come to life, so to speak. And this is the landing page right now for that. And it's modeled on a Danish guru's landing page. So he's got some ClickFunnels awards and done really well with the Danes. So I thought he knows the Danes, so I copied that kind of thing. And this is how to get well naturally, free online masterclass. I'll show you the strategy to how to get well naturally through simple diet and lifestyle changes without pills, supplements, doctors, and treatments. Yes, please reserve my spot. This is the same. Would you like to avoid expensive symptom treatment? Why do we get ill, and how can the body heal itself from most disease? In this free masterclass, I'll show you everything, what you need to know so that you will be able to get started too and heal yourself without supplements, alternative treatments, etc. This education is based on the newest science that hasn't reached the doctors and the hospitals and populations yet. And you'll get the same strategies as my highly paying clients use to get well from incurable and chronic diseases, even that. Yes, please. And then some keys about like what's in the webinar, and then my about thing. I don't know if you want to know what these say, or
No, that's cool. I get the picture. Okay,
yeah,
that's good. So yeah, similar feedback as the other one. So
yeah,
having that contact, sorry, that form.
the
Um,
form instead of a button.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
the other stuff's. I mean, the other stuff's pretty good. Have you got any testimonials on there? I don't know.
Not, no, not at the moment.
Okay.
I can easily get that written or video.
Video is better. I mean,
Okay.
could you just use the same videos that we just saw on the other?
Yeah, I can, hang on, if I get rid of myself here. Uh, uh, so on this page, I have all these, I'll just copy those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a handful of those would be great.
Yeah, okay. And back to the other one. What's that one? Okay, so nothing else major.
No, I don't think so. I think the major thing is to do those optimizations and then just
Okay.
get traffic because it sounds like you're sort of really early on the journey right now. You're not getting many people looking at the site.
No, we just switched on Google Ads 2 days ago. I got a CEO who, that's another issue because he's not trained in your systems and he's Danish and he's got this Google Ads education. And so I told him just set up some ads based on Ted's ideas and with, you know, a video on YouTube. And he's like, no, we have to track it properly. And so he wanted me to set up this insane coding and tracking, so that's taken forever.
Right.
And he's running a PMax campaign, and I just kind of stepped back and said, okay, I'm gonna trust him, let him do what he does.
Right.
But I don't know. It sounds like he says you're gonna like have to pay for the first 3 weeks before we have enough clicks to see what's happening, and it seems like it's slow. And I don't know if he knows what he's doing or is that normal? And is that a good strategy to just go with a PMax, Performance Max, I guess it's called, strategy and just all across like little image ads and text ads across all platforms is what he's doing?
Yeah, I mean, his point about you need to buy data essentially the first few weeks of you doing this.
Yeah, okay, so that's normal.
This is a new business, a new venture, whatever.
Okay.
However, I wouldn't necessarily recommend spending money on ads until you've actually proven that the business works with organic traffic.
Exactly. Well, the other webinar that I showed you before, that has run for many years and I have sold a lot with that one.
Okay.
It's just optimizing the landing page right now. So I had another one and that was all, I did everything organically before. And so that was warm clients and they loved it and knew what it was about. But these are all pretty cold. So
Okay, yeah. So for the warm, for that business that's been running for years, then yeah, ads is probably a good way to go, good way to scale up really quickly. But yeah, for new ventures, new ideas, I would say get them improved organically first.
okay.
Get your data from organic traffic. It's going to be warmer traffic anyway.
Yeah.
So you're kind of getting the best start possible there. Make iterations and improvements, and then when that's proven itself to work, maybe 5 or 10 clients, you've gotten through that, then you can start thinking about creating ads.
Right. And the other issue here is my subject is about healing, and both Google and Facebook are a bit touchy about what I can say.
Yes.
So I struggle, like we get what do you call it, flagged
Yes.
for that. And so how can I come up with something that I can sell really well that doesn't get flagged?
Yeah, you definitely have to walk a tightrope with this stuff.
Yeah.
I can't really promise results or anything like that. I'll talk too much about results because it seems like it could be misconstrued by the platform.
Yeah.
And you have to use like similes and analogies instead of using actual words like healing and
Yeah. Any ideas for how to phrase it?
don't talk about big pharma or big, government or anything like that because they're just
No.
gonna they're just gonna shut you down because that's
But this whole get well naturally,
yeah.
that's even tricky for them. So I don't know how to phrase it in the
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just experimentation and testing, looking at what other people in your niche are doing that are running ads.
I don't know there is any. That's the thing. I haven't been able to find any, at least not in Danish, but also in English. Like nobody is doing the natural thing. They're doing, I don't know, some disease, and that's even tricky as well. So I'm really stuck for ideas for headlines and like how to sell this and grab people.
We've got a bunch of people in this program that are helping people heal naturally.
Yeah. And how do
Yes.
they phrase it?
Sorry?
How do they phrase it?
I don't know about this, how they run things with ads. A lot of
Can I jump in? Can we do a little brainstorm?
jump in.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So what's the exact end result that you're gonna get them? And hi, Luis, good to see you.
Yeah, hi. Same back. Yeah, so that is to get them well, essentially, get their life back.
And how are you going to do that? What is the main problem that's keeping them from getting their life back?
So the latest science is that most diseases are caused by dysbiosis in the microbiome. But this, if I start to talk about that, people won't get it. So I'm basically the fruits and veggies are rebalancing the microbiome, and that's why they get well. So I don't know how to
let me ask you
communicate
this.
that.
What are some of the problems that happen when they're not well? Like stomach aches?
Anything, any disease almost. Like it can be anything from anxiety, depression, arthritis, diabetes, Alzheimer's,
Excellent. So
anything.
that's a very large range,
Yes.
right? There's definitely a different demographic for Alzheimer's than there is for anxiety. What
But
I would start
yeah.
testing
Yeah.
is telling some stories of, I used to have X. If you
Right.
are somebody that is dealing with anxiety and stomach aches, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that I did to get rid of my anxiety and my stomach aches. So first of all, and then I would go on to tell the story 1 minute, 30 seconds and be done with it. So I would start with a killer hook. If you're like
Okay,
me,
so now we're talking a video. Yeah.
right, because this is an
Yeah.
advertisement, correct?
Right. Yeah. I was thinking more print ads, so to speak. But yeah,
Okay.
let's do that right now. We've done mostly like text.
Yeah. Well, where are you planning on running these ads? Is it going to be like Facebook text posts?
Yeah. Hang on.
doing-
I've been doing Facebook ads that worked quite well, but I ran out of people very quickly. I got a sale a day for a week and then nothing afterwards. And I did that.
That's good. No,
that's really good. I know. But that was
so you have ads that were working and then they stopped converting as much?
Yes. So I was targeting vegan women, Danish vegan women. And there was about 7, and then I ran out.
Did you try increasing the ad spend?
Yes, I tried, and they just nothing, week after week, nothing. And so 2 years later, I ran the same ad, and again for a week, a sale every day, and then nothing again. So it's almost like I'm exhausting the target audience. So I need to expand this target audience, but because they're so limited in options for ill people, I don't really know how to find them. So that's
Well, the good news is you've already run ads that are successful. So split testing and doing different variations of that ad with different chronic pains will most likely perform well. So what was the main hook?
The problem is I cannot mention diseases. The minute I do that, they kick me out.
Right. So you can talk about stomach pains. You can talk about anxiety. You can get away with that.
You think so?
Oh yeah, you can get away with anxiety. I used to have insane anxiety. You're not saying that you need to stop eating meats. You're not making any crazy claims. You're just saying, in my experience, I had terrible anxiety. So like for you,
about my story completely. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would definitely say I mean, you can even pull it up. What exactly was the ad that you already had? How do we change it minusculely? It's just so small that it applies to a different audience because we already know what works.
Okay. Yeah, so let's say anxiety. I had anxiety for 7 years. And so I write my story of my angle, and this might be good for you if you have that. So what should the picture be? Just of me?
What's the picture right now on the ad that was working?
It's me in front of a lot of fruit. So that
Boom.
appeals
I
to
would do that.
people
I
who
would
are
do that again.
interested. Yeah,
Yeah, because fruit represents health, right?
right. Okay.
And if that doesn't convert, you can play around with the picture. A lot of ads is just about, I mean, all of ads is just about testing, like Sam said, paying for data and then making small changes.
Right.
So test the picture, see if it converts. If it doesn't convert, change it to something that's more oriented around anxiety. Before and afters do really well. Of maybe a photo of you with your hair all frizzed up and you're like stressed, and then a photo of like
But
with the
actually,
fruit or out.
that seemed to be a no-go. Like before and after pictures, they really don't want that, especially if it's focused on body images or diseases. They're so anal with those diseases. Sorry.
Data wise or like throttling wise for your advertisement?
It's just the whole, they don't accept on Facebook, they don't accept the ad if there's anything that feels bad in the ad.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. So no
Okay.
before and after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So yeah, that's my
Oh,
biggest.
Jennifer says that she has a safe language sheet for health coaches that might help you. That sounds incredible.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jennifer, if you could DOS that in the chat, that'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
I'd like
that
to
would
see.
be cool.
Yeah, but just to refrain, thank you, Jennifer. I would just continue testing, and I wouldn't stray too far. I wouldn't do something way outside the
Right.
bounds of what you already know works. I would just
Okay.
continue testing and find that sweet spot. Because
Right.
once you find that, like you say, you can run it until it doesn't
Yeah.
work. And
Yes.
hopefully you can tap into something where you can run it and it'll work for more than a couple of weeks, right? Let's go for at least like a three months. A couple of months would be awesome. But you
Awesome.
can get
Yeah.
ads that run for a year straight and
Right.
crush. So it's just about finding that.
I think I'm just running out of ideas. Basically, it's like just
Yeah.
stuck in limitations and lack of ideas. But
Yeah,
guess
well,
I'll
and
try
that's where
again.
Sam made a great point. I would definitely stalk other creators who are in your niche because I promise you they're in your niche. I promise you they're running ads. I promise you that they're performing. I would find them. I would literally take a day, dedicate 3 to 6 hours, find a list of 3 people who are crushing it with ads, and then deconstruct what they're doing and copy it.
So I know it within other niches in Danish. I just
Mhm.
don't know this niche. Like I know pretty much everyone, and I don't
Okay.
think.
Well, if you can't find them
yeah.
exactly in yours, then go for one that's a little bit outside the bounds. Go for
Okay.
somebody who's health coaching, who's maybe pescatarian, right? Go for
Right.
somebody who's helping with anxiety and just
Right.
do the little different things, find them,
Okay.
copy them.
Sure. Okay.
Because if nobody's doing what you're doing, it's probably because
Yeah.
it's not working, right? That is a bad
Right.
sign. If you can't
It
find
could be.
anybody doing what you're doing,
Could be.
you should probably stop doing it.
Yeah. Well, we are a small country, so I guess
Fair
there's not
enough. Fair
many.
enough.
One last thing. I'm working on a new freebie, and this one says "Get well naturally: 5 healthy tips." So in English, that would be top 5 tips for getting well naturally. Would that catch on, you think? And would it be accepted as an Facebook ad with a picture?
It's not very appealing to me. I don't know
No?
what you think, Sam.
Yeah, I mean it's very stock, isn't it? Which I think people are pretty blind to stock images now,
Right.
social media.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would pictures of you I think are gonna perform better.
On the guide as well, not just in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ad?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
because it's you they're going to be investing in ultimately.
Mm,
So yeah, you want to make sure that you have a good connection with them.
right. Okay. I think those were the major ones. I can probably come up with more, but I don't want to take everybody's time.
All right, Louise.
Those are great questions. Yeah, we learned a lot through that.
Awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Wait.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So Benny Paris was jumping on to help to get some help with some client stuff. Well, he's a COO, and so he's helping his client to grow their business.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
That sounds like a call for like VIP. But let's hear what you got, man. Because this is a tech call, but I'm curious. What do you got?
Yeah, so with what Sam and he just told me too, like I'm okay with not like I don't have to share anything. If that's how it is. I did think that I was able to get some help with those tech things. But if not, then that's okay too. Like I'll respect that boundary too.
Cool. Yeah. What type of give me some context. What type of tech stuff are you working on right now? Is it literally like building out your clients' funnels and stuff?
Not exactly. Like the question today was really, so I kind of simplified the ask Sam too. It was like I was thinking about doing like Google Analytics tracking on the website and also setting up the Facebook pixel.
Hmm.
But we don't have to do those things. I think what I'm really trying to see is like what's the best way to see what people are clicking on a landing page.
Mhm.
That's what I want to know.
Mhm.
And then also like what's the best way to test multiple split tests like for a landing page. So like those are like mostly my main questions. If we wanted to go into that,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so for finding out what people are clicking on, the best tool I found is Hotjar. Have you heard of that?
no,
Okay, you
hot
should definitely, yeah, check out Hotjar. You're gonna love it because it will give you heat maps of where people are clicking.
okay,
Like if it's hot, that people are clicking that button or that image or whatever. And you can also get playbacks of people actually browsing the website, so you can actually watch their mouse go around the screen or their finger or whatever.
Mm.
okay, and that has integrations with Go High Level.
Don't know. Not try to use it at that level, but it's its own separate platform. But I think you can send data like using Zapier to different platforms. I think Louise has probably used it as well because she was nodding while I was talking there.
The Hotjar, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the Hotjar, yes. Yes, we have that.
Okay,
Yeah.
My crazy PR guy got me to install anything that is possibly possible to track stuff with.
mhm,
We're all crazy
cool,
guys here, so it works.
Yeah.
cool.
All
So
right.
Hotjar, and then
Yeah.
oh, sorry,
And
continue.
Google Analytics as well. Yeah, I find Google Analytics a bit heavy-handed. Like it's a big platform.
Yeah.
If you really want to get your teeth into something, then that that could be something that's beneficial. But there's another analytics platform I like, which is really simple. That's called Plausible.
Plausible.
Yeah, which is super super simple, um, and it'll just give you like aggregated visitor data. It doesn't go because it's very privacy focused, so it doesn't give you like the granularity that you might get from Google. Um, but it makes your web pages load faster and everything because it's not so heavy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it'd be worth trying that first. And then if you find Plausible isn't giving you something that you need, then you probably need to look at analytics.
Okay, cool.
Are
And
you
then,
using
oh yeah,
WordPress?
me.
Yeah.
So we set up the websites on Go High Level.
Okay.
Yeah, all the landing pages are hosted on
Okay.
GHL.
Then don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, there are analytics features on Go High Level, but the most that I see is just page views, opt-ins, and conversion rate. But I'd
Right.
like to see like where are people scrolling, what are people clicking, where are they falling off. So,
Okay, so I would go to Hotjar first for all that stuff.
okay,
And then yeah, I always think of Google Analytics as like a last resort. So
okay,
that's the way I do that.
for sure. Thank you for that. And then as for running like a split test on a landing page, I think this would be relevant for everyone here too. I want to keep it relevant for everybody on this call.
Sure.
So like running multiple split tests on a landing page. Like I know that like I was exploring the split test feature and it says I can only test one different iteration at a time. Is that normal or is there able to do other tests or
Yeah, that's normal,
that one?
and that's what I recommend anyway. I wouldn't recommend doing more than one split test at a time.
Okay.
Unless you have a huge amount of traffic, unless you're like Walmart.com or something, I would just do, I would just do one split test at a time. Give yourself plenty of time to get the data and make a good decision, an informed decision on which version works, and then crown out the winner and then start your next split test. I understand if you're keen to get things moving quickly, you want to do multiple split tests, but I think it's probably long term, it's probably a better strategy to just focus on one at a time.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Cool.
And
Anything?
then yeah, so the last thing is so the last thing that we were working on, and I do think this would be relevant for people here. Any also, does anyone else use Go High Level here actually, by any chance? No one uses Go High Level? Okay.
We know how to use it, but we choose not to.
Yeah, it is really clunky. Um, but okay. My last request, and feel free to say no to this, but it's basically revisiting the order page that we created, but now we don't have to use the Zapier integrations anymore. It's just figuring out like, am I able to add a few elements? And from here, I could show it to you really quick. I could just share my screen, and then you can kind of determine yes or no, and I'm okay
Okay,
with.
that seems
Cool.
fine.
All right. So let me share this. Right. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so we sort of set this up. I was wondering if there's a way to set something like this, like yes, add this to my order thing, where it's like free trial to the membership. So we sort of set it up, but like, is there a way to make it like visually look like this on Go High Level? And then add like these types of elements on the order page too. So like adding pictures, testimonials, like that kind of thing. Is that even possible on the Go High
Uh,
Level platform?
the first thing, so you can have a paragraph of text. So you could have the paragraph and then the checkbox underneath that as a separate item on the form.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be like it wouldn't look necessarily like that, but you could use that text paragraph
Mm-hmm.
checkbox, and that should be the same. You
Okay.
get the same result there.
Yeah.
I don't know about adding images to forms, but you could structure the page so that you have the form in one column and then the images in the next column. So it
Okay.
wouldn't be part of the form necessarily, but they'd be on the page there next to it.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I've tried to, I don't know, even when I try to change the copy on the side, actually, here, I'll pull up the thing really quick.
Sure.
So this is what it looks like right now. And even when I go into the platform and I try to change this stuff up simply, it like it won't change for some reason. It's like it's frozen and there's like so many different it's so clunky to where like whenever I try to change this order page, it doesn't fully change. There's like iterations of it, but it doesn't actually publish to the actual form. So that was a struggle that I was having.
Are you sure you're
But
editing
that's
the right thing? Are you editing the right course?
I mean I thought I was.
Yeah.
Is this we don't have to go deeper into the technicalities of it if it's too much, but I could show you like what it looks like if you wanted to, but if not, then that's okay too.
Yeah, just let's have a quick glance at it and just see. But you shouldn't
Okay.
have to worry about like caching or anything like that. So it should just be make the change and you're good.
Yeah. Okay, let me switch my share really quick. Okay. So if I go to site funnels, actually, let me see. It's in,
Yes, I think it was in courses, wasn't it?
oh yeah,
Going
core
by the
memberships,
URL.
memberships, maybe offers. Yeah, yeah, this area right here.
Hmm.
So like I wrote, yeah, ultimate course on life course mastery. This is
Yep.
the one offer that was in there. And then I tried changing it to this, but it doesn't show up like that. Let me pull up the other
Yeah,
page.
show me the
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
Courses offers. Okay.
And then
Is
Yeah,
there
let
an
me know
there's
if
an
you want
off-
me to scroll to.
is there an offers tab on there?
Yeah, this is offers. So if I go
Okay,
back to offers, this is the one.
Okay, so if you grab the link from there and then paste that into another tab, does that take you to the same place as the other tab?
Let me see if I can find the link.
If you go back, and then there's a link button on the right hand side.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So now compare that URL to the one you were just looking at. There's 2AA. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same one.
it is the same. Go high level.
Okay. So now let's make a change. Just make a really small, obvious change.
Like make a change on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's fine. Save that. Right. Okay.
And then refresh the page.
Yep. Strange.
Yep.
Can you put that URL in the chat? Because it might be some browser thing going on with your browser.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks the same on my end as well. That might be one for their tech support then.
Okay.
Go
So
high
reach
level.
out to Go High Level directly.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. What about if you put it in draft and then save it and then publish it again? Well, that might force it to refresh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me see here.
So you go back into it. There's an option to change it to draft.
Oh,
Yeah.
and okay. Oh, draft right here.
Yep. Save it. Okay, now let me see if I can visit that link. Okay, so that link doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you publish it again, and then let's see if that link. No, it's the same text. Yeah, so that hasn't fixed it either. Okay, yeah, I'd reach out to Go High Level and see what's going on there, because shouldn't be behaving that way.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me see if I had any last question. I think that's mostly it. Just like figuring out that order page, but yeah, I guess Go High Level is just really, really funky like that.
I've not seen
But
that
yeah,
issue before, but yeah, if you want to, yeah, just shoot me a message on school or something and let me know what happens with that, because it'd be useful or if even better, share it in the community.
yeah, okay, for sure. All right, thanks, Sam. Really appreciate it.
All right, good to see you.
You too.
All right, I think Kuba was next. Are you there, Kuba?
I'm here.
Always
I'm
eating.
just
Always eating.
eating on meetings because it's a way to be efficient with time.
What do you need help with? Was it the Instagram thing?
No. I didn't troubleshoot that enough myself before I asked you. I'll
Yeah.
still play with it because I Googled it. Yelena had a good idea to Google how to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. But I wanted to ask you something about a system funnel, which could be simple. I think I couldn't figure it out, but maybe it's simple for you. And then also this weird thing with Gmail forwarding email stuff that I've done like 100 times with Salman, and every time I'm like, this time I'm gonna remember, but I'd rather do it with you to make sure I do it right so I don't mess up something.
Okay, mate. Let's do it.
So share my screen.
Yep.
All right, so my question is, do you know if I can you see this upsell page?
Yeah.
Can I just like somehow shortcut to turn this into like its standalone sales page so that I can work off of that instead of creating a brand new funnel?
What do you mean? So you want this to? What do you mean? Sorry, no, I don't really understand.
Like, can I turn this page into its own funnel? And that's all there is that page.
What you could do is duplicate the funnel and then delete all the stuff you don't want in the duplicated version.
That's why I came to you, man. You're the genius. All right, cool. Can you help me? I think because I forgot my password recently because I got a new laptop
Hmm.
and I had to reset my password, so it kicked me out of like all these forward. You see these forward things I have here?
Yes.
So contact at Rob.
Oh, I think is Kuba frozen for anyone else? Okay.
Yeah, he's frozen for me.
Okay. Cool. All right. In that case, Jennifer, did you have anything? Because I know you have been here waiting patiently. Did you have anything you needed help with?
Yeah, just to have a look at my website really and give me any feedback.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Okay. So, what specifically was it that you wanted feedback on, or just generally on the website?
Yeah, just general feedback on the website.
Okay. So, unraveling the mystery. All right. There's a lot of duplication of mysteries in there twice, illness is in there twice, chronic is in there twice. So I would maybe shorten that down and just make it concise.
Okay.
And really, what that headline needs to do is tell people like to give some sort of end result. So like, what's the end result of you helping these people?
Mainly to overcome chronic illness so that they can feel free and revitalized for life.
Mhm. Okay, so is there a specific illness?
Yes, endometriosis and migraines.
Okay. So I would be specific then with, although endometriosis and migraines, they're like two separate camps, aren't they, those people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just what I overcame myself.
Okay. I would say out of those two, would you say migraines is probably going to be more common, isn't it?
Right.
Right. So I would say something about, not curing, overcoming migraines. And how do you do that in a specific time frame? Do you have like a program that you go through with them? How does that work?
I do have a program, but once again, it's not specific to migraines. It's for chronic illness.
That's okay, as long as it helps people.
And it's a 3-month program.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I would hone in on the migraine angle and talk about the end result that you can deliver them as it relates to migraines.
Okay.
Because at the moment, what we're saying is kind of a bit too vague, and I know you can help lots of people with lots of different things. It sounds like, but you're probably better off actually niching down a little bit more, being more specific with who you're helping and what you're helping them with. And then if someone with a migraine comes on this page and sees something like that, then they're gonna think this is exactly what I need. So
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got from the last calls that I was on last week.
mhm.
To niche down.
Yeah. And Post makes a good point in the chat as well there. He says you can also add a clear number of steps, tips, or mistakes to avoid as well.
Right. Okay.
Can I add in some feed? Oh, wait. Sorry, continue.
That's just what's in the guide.
Yep.
Testimonials.
Okay, good.
A little bit about me.
Yep.
And back to the form.
Okay, perfect. I think everything that needs to be there is there. I think it's just now refining and optimizing the message and making that really clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I like I definitely like the migraine angle because I know that a lot of people, that's a big problem for them and it's debilitating.
True. Yeah.
It's a painful problem. So yeah, I would do some more work on that. Make sure that everything that you're talking about is end result focused, because ultimately that's what they're interested in, is an end result, not necessarily a process. They could care less about the process. It's more about what that's going to do for them, how that's going to change their life. And you can relate it back to your own story as well, because you've obviously overcome that. Do you say in your bio there about your story and how it relates to healing?
No,
I
I can link the story that Yelena and I worked on, the now wow or brutal before and that.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, brutal before, divine discovery, and you're now wow. So that's kind of the story arc, the framework that we recommend, rather than just your qualifications and so on. Actually, it's probably better to form a bit more of a bond with people by sharing your personal story.
One last question. The guy that was working on my webpage says, the platform I work with is called Groove. I don't know if you've heard of it, the Groove funnels. He says it doesn't allow you to download a PDF directly from the site, so you have to attach it manually to the email thread. Actually, you know what? The customer service is pretty good with Groove. I'll just ask them.
Yeah, you can definitely download a PDF from your webpage. You would just need to upload it to somewhere like, I see you have a Gmail account there, so you could just upload it to Google Drive.
Yeah.
And then make sure that that's shared to anyone who has the link, and then just put that link on your website, and then people can just click through to that link. They open up the PDF, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Thank you.
All right, Jennifer. No problem. Okay, Robbie. Hello, mate. He's got his England shirt on.
Yes, how's it going, Sam?
Good to see you, mate. How are you doing?
You too. Good, thank you. Recovering still from this. I had a bit of a chest infection the last week, but getting better. Detoxing on some herbal teas and stuff.
Cool. Good stuff.
Yes. So I've had a go at System and my first attempt at creating a funnel.
Yep.
Found it a bit tricky so far,
Okay.
but I've got a rough draft. I've actually got a couple of rough drafts. I'm not sure if I've done them on the right thing on System, but I can show you and see what you think. I also created a couple of rough templates in Canva because I saw a video where somebody was saying you can create the template in Canva and then import it into System, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. So should I share my screen?
Yeah, share your screen and let's take a look, and you just point out the things you're not sure about, and we'll solve it.
How do I share my screen? I haven't done it yet.
Okay, so open the Zoom window, and then the bottom toolbar is a green button that says share.
Oh yeah. Entire screen. Just asking for a password.
Share your screen?
Yeah. Have I hit
It might be. Are you on a Mac?
Oh no, I'm on screen recording by accident. Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
Okay, you need to make sure that the Mac has the it needs some privacy settings for Zoom to share your screen.
Let's see.
Is it talking you through how to do that now? Yep.
Got it, yeah?
Yep.
Seems to be working. You can see my screen?
Yes, can see
Cool.
your last page.
All right, cool. So this is one of the drafts. So I created this book. You see my little mouse cursor?
Yep. Yep. You can see the cursor in the book and everything. Yep.
Yeah, so maybe I should open up Canva first to show you it in there. Oh no, because I think I showed it to you before, didn't I? I showed it to you last week.
Yeah.
So I finished the book. That's now. And I created this rough draft. I watched the video by Ted that you linked on the funnels, the laws of funnels, I think it was.
Yep.
So yeah, I tried to take some of his advice. I put that quote, like a quote to begin with. I've got a few versions of, different quotes that I could use at the top, but I don't know if I need to add more pages to this. I found it a little bit fiddly, trying to get around it, compared to like Canva and stuff.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of web development, mate.
Yeah.
Super fiddly. Yeah, so first thing I would say is the most important thing that's on this page, arguably, is the headline. So the way that that's colored at the moment, it kind of blends into the background. So I'd make that white on the
I couldn't do that. I was trying to make the text white, but it wouldn't let me change the text color. So there was a few things like that I found a bit frustrating. Yeah, it's like you could change the background to the text unless I was missing something, but not the text color for this particular one.
Okay.
Shall I go in the editor?
Yeah, let's have a quick jump in the editor and we can fix that pretty quickly.
Okay.
You may need to log yourself in first.
And go into funnels. Where did I create it in? So yeah, I don't know if I've done it on the right one here, because this is I think I've created this one on the template freebie group. I don't know if that matters.
That doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So that's the page. So if you want to edit the page, and then if you grab that text and highlight it, you see it's surrounded by a blue box, the text. And then you can see there's some tools like bold, italic, underline. You see those tools at the top. And then there's one where it's like a checkboard. That's the color. So you click on that.
Oh God, how did I miss that? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I was looking, I was like, what? Can't believe it. So do you think white's completely white?
Yes, because it's going to contrast nicely with the black background.
Yeah.
Or dark background. And then for the actual headline content itself, I would not have a quote on there. I would this book transformed my artistic routine and boosted my productivity.
I can show you in Canva what else I was playing around with, if you like.
Okay, sure. It's got to be end result focused, which that is, but let's see what else you've got here. Okay, so you shortened it down. It's now 10 pages.
No, actually, it's not 10 pages. So I kept the long, so I decided to keep the long version for now.
Yeah.
Because it's basically created, because I spoke to Yelena and I said, you recommended I shortened it, but she had a look at it and I think she said, for this one, keep it as it is, because you've already created it. And then if you create other ebooks, shorten them. But because there's a lot of space and images in between the text, it's not such a long read. I don't know. Yeah, you have a different opinion, don't you? So
yeah, but ultimately it's what the market wants. So you test it. You test the long version, you test the short version, and see what works best.
Yeah, I mean it's a free book anyway, right? So a lot of people, are they going to read it? They might read a few pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I created quite a bit of copy in ChatGPT as well that I could
Mhm.
potentially insert. So maybe I should open that.
Let's do one thing at a time. So let's have a look at the Canva then.
Oh, I've lost the Canva page. Where is it? There we go. So there's so I think the difference is it's just this. There I've put the title of the book. This one is one of the quotes.
Okay, so it's all about productivity. How many, like, what multiple can you increase people's productivity by? Is it 2 times? Is it 10 times? Is it 100 times?
Right, God knows. I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, but I think if you can quantify it as much as possible, it's going to help with your marketing because otherwise it's just quite a vague, sort of loose thing to talk about, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, what does an increase in productivity actually mean? So for artists, is it so they can produce more work, or is it so they can make more money?
To begin with, to produce more work, because it's all about, just getting into doing the work.
Right.
There's a lot of artists, I think they suffer from procrastination quite a lot, as in with many things, but for some reason artists a lot. And also the magic is getting in the flow state. That's where you're able to produce the really high quality work. I mean, it's sort of the same with anything really.
Yeah.
When you get into a certain period of time where you're just locked in.
Yeah, so you could say like read follow this guide to 10x your productivity and get into flow states effortlessly, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Something that's like something that's kind of, we need to quantify it somehow, otherwise I think it's just probably a bit too vague. Maybe that's just the way my brain works, but yeah, I think that would be good for the headline.
What, so get rid of the quote altogether, do you think?
Yeah, or just change it so that it's more quantifiable. Yeah, I think that's going to help.
So 10x.
Whatever the multiplier is.
Yeah. How do I work that out, or do I just make it up to sound good?
Well, do you have, I mean, because presumably you've done this yourself.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah. So think back to how how you worked before you implemented these things, how productive you were, and then you implemented this stuff, and then how productive you came. What's the difference between those two?
Okay, so probably realistically, let's say you're having a day where you're very, very distracted. You get like a couple of hours work done, whereas if you're really locked in, you can get 8 to 10. So
Like 5 times.
5 times, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a fair claim. So
Yeah.
artists 5x your productivity and get into a flow state so that you can achieve whatever they want to achieve, is make more money, put out more output, whatever.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, and Paris is putting some suggestions in the chat for you as well.
Cool. Can't see the chat at the moment.
On that bottom toolbar again, there's a chat button, but it'll probably be hidden while you're sharing your screen.
Yeah, it's hidden. So
So yeah, just going back to the landing page then. So we were looking at the so I make that headline just a bit punchier.
Yeah.
I think having a quantifiable result is definitely going to help with that. What they're going to get from reading this book. Why should they read it from start to finish? And then what else did you have on there?
So there's a lot more copy that I could put in. It goes into like why the book's good and stuff. That's why I'm not sure if I should be creating a few more of these little horizontal pages to go on the funnel.
So let's have a look at the landing page again then. I've forgotten what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, so this one, I had another draft of another one. I was just playing around.
Okay.
So I put, you see this copy here?
Yeah, again, that needs to change, but you know how to do that now. The color, I mean. Are you struggling with being productive as an artist? Do you wish to enter the post state wise? Yeah, I like that. Creative momentum strategies for artists. Yeah, it's not quite there for me yet. It needs to be a bit more a bit punchier. Cooper's puts in the chat here. Diego School RMS. So this is guy that we work with, Diego, who's a DJ. He's an artist as well. His RMS is a hub for DJs or producers who want to crush the music business, make bangers, and lead a fulfilling life by clearing creative and emotional blocks. So it's about their goals and like how they're going to achieve those goals, like how your process helps them do that. So if they want to output more, they want to be more productive. Why do they want to be more productive? Surely not just for the sake of productivity. There must be some like goal.
I see. Yeah. Well, to get to become a better artist, I suppose. To become a better artist, and then level up your skills, become a better artist, so you can sell your work.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we've got some goals. So like income goals. How much do they want to make a month? You could say that make X per month. Improve your art and sell your paintings. Is that basically the end result?
Yeah, so sell your art is not just painting, so it could be doing freelance jobs as well, like mural paintings and
Right.
stuff like that. Make money with your art and sell.
Yeah. Yeah, because presumably the big struggle, as far as I'm aware, is with artists is making a living from art. Like it's one of the hardest things you can do, as my understanding. So if you can help people overcome that and get to a point where they're making full-time income, that's a really compelling offer for those people.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if I should put that so early on, because I thought the first step should be to help them level up their art skills, because it's for aspiring artists, not for like already accomplished artists. Do you know what I mean? To begin with. So I wasn't really sure how to navigate that. What?
So do you think do aspiring artists have different goals then?
Yes, but in general, I'd say they just need to get better at their chosen art form.
Right. Yeah, this is like a classic case of offer masking where you sell them what they want, but you deliver them what they actually need. So they may want to make a full-time living from their art, but you may think that they actually need to make better art in the first place. So that's where you sell them what they want, but you deliver them what they actually need, because often those are two different things. People don't know what they need, otherwise they would have done it on their own.
I see.
Yeah.
So selling them what they want, as in making money with their art.
Yeah.
Straight to that. Okay.
Yeah. And then on the back end, when they're in the program, then you give them feedback, critiques on their art, and help them improve that way.
See. Okay. So in terms of this system funnel, should I add more sections with more images and copy?
I don't think so. I think you just need to optimize what's already on there.
Okay.
It would be good to have your bio on there and your story, how it relates to this whole thing, because obviously you've been through this process yourself. So you can talk about what your life was like before you started doing this, what you implemented, what you changed, and then how your life has been different afterwards. So you take them on that journey with you, and that's going to help forge a connection with you and just sort of demonstrate expertise.
Okay. Do I be, I mean, because at the moment, I'm not making a full-time living off my art, right? So how much am I sort of bending the truth? Because I have done freelance jobs before. I mean, the last freelance job I actually did, I got just under £5,000, but it was quite a rare job to get. It was like a high ticket mural commission.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting the consistency I found very hard, so I had to dip back into the job market. So how do I be sort of authentic and genuine and not just, and sort of still teach this stuff? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't fabricate anything,
Yeah.
because I don't think that's going to sit well with you, and your audience will eventually find out as well. So, yeah, you may just need to think about. I don't know enough about your own situation and circumstances and stuff, but you may just need to think about how can you take what you've learned and what you've accomplished and help people do that same thing. So if it is getting commissions, that's a big deal for artists, especially high ticket commissions. You say they're difficult to get hold of. So like try and get more of those yourself and then help other people do the same thing,
Okay. Yeah.
So for you, if you haven't made a full-time living from your art yet, I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't say that. But there are other things that you've accomplished that other artists would want to know from you. They want to hear about those things. They want to learn how to do it. So think about.
I could maybe sell them to start making money with their art, and not be like you make 5-10K a month. I could be like, to start make money, to start commissions, start that journey, because I have done that, right?
Yeah. You just need to know more than your audience. That's all. You just need to be like one step ahead of your audience. You don't need to be some like guru who's like mastered the whole thing. You just need to be able to help them and show them that you can help them. And yeah, and you'll keep growing as you go through this journey, and you'll just get better and better. And so you can, the results that you'll get, people will be better and better in line with that.
Yeah. Okay. So reword this to sell on their desire of beginning to make money with their arts,
Or getting commissions. Yeah, whatever you think. Like, what's an achievable goal? Sorry, what's a desirable goal that you can actually help them, accomplish?
Yeah.
Could I chime in really quick?
Absolutely.
So Robbie, I actually used to be a creative, not specifically in painting, what I think your focus is, but I used to be a professional dancer. I used to paint. I used to do like all sorts of creative things. So I resonate with what you're talking about here. Some things that I think about, also as a copywriter too, like just very specific, is like you just said that you booked a $5,000 mural gig, right? So one potential thing you can do is I help you book your first mural painting gig, or I help you, like, what are the specific projects that you've worked on? And you don't have to promise like, yeah, 5K or 10K, but like what's a project that you've successfully done, and you can walk them through that. And then I see you doing like, just for example, the mural painting gig, I'll teach you how to write or create your own contract, or here's a contract template for that. And then here's how you set up your payment structure. Here's how you gauge your art, or here's how you measure the wall. Like you could do those little things, and that's a pretty quantifiable result. And that's just an example. And you can kind of pull from your experience of all the projects you've worked on and help them achieve like that one thing as a start. And it can go in whatever direction from there. But yeah, just wanted to give you some of those ideas.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Paris. That was good info. So does that help you then, Robbie?
It does, yeah. So with the page as it is, I don't need to add anything to it. I don't need to add like another one of these opt-ins. Just one is enough.
Just keep it simple. Yeah. Have you started like promoting this on social media? Have you started getting people come through?
No, I just completely like draft. I don't even know if it's working or how to activate it. I also don't know how to attach the actual freebie to it.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you've got a link at the top there. It's not using your domain, but you can still share that with people.
So it's public.
It is public. Yeah. I can visit that page now if I wanted to.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll just focus on putting your story on there instead of so if you scroll down where we've got those questions, I
Yeah.
would put your story on there. You've already got a picture of you there, which is good.
Oh, that's just a mock-up photo.
Oh, okay. Oh, it kind of looks a bit like you with no beard. Yeah, and just focus on getting started basically.
Um, then what was I thinking as well? Like, so how do I link this page with the freebie? Do I, like, for example, let's say YouTube or my Instagram
Yeah.
or even my website, because my website, I've got this, which is just an email opt-in, but it's just about getting updates about my art. It's just, my personal art website.
Yeah.
Do you think I should remove that on my website and put this link to the book?
Yeah, I would definitely have a link to the funnel on your website for sure. Yeah.
As this pop-up instead.
I'm not a big fan of pop-ups, so me personally, I would not use that. Just because it's kind of intrusive. So I would have like a link on your website's homepage to like download the book.
Oh, I see.
I have a little suggestion too, just looking at the copy on your pop-up, Robbie.
Yeah.
So let's see. My first digital art book, Subway Sketching Japan 2016, is available to download in my shop. So this is like, is that a free thing? Your first digital art book, Subway Sketching,
No, I
or
think
is that a paid?
it's a small, it's like $2 or $3 or something.
Okay, so I would change that. If you did want to keep this pop-up, I would make it relevant to your freebie. So if you want to learn how to build your own art shop, your digital art shop, e-commerce art shop, join my mailing list below to get the free guide.
Okay.
I think that'd be more relevant if you wanted to keep this type of flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's leading with value. So yeah, typically you wouldn't want to like promote a paid, especially for this. I think, especially if you want to be a coach for something. So yeah, I think that would be a good another option.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good suggestion.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So is your website, is that for selling art? Or
Yes.
is it, yes. So I'm thinking it might be a different target audience, your website.
Yes, it is.
So you might want two separate things.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
About that.
One where you're the expert and you serve people, but this is more like selling.
Yes. How do I separate those, and then what do I do with the links kind of thing? What's the priority kind of thing?
I don't know if it was a good advice. It was just my thought.
Yeah.
Robbie, so I have a question on that. How do you get most of your traffic right now?
I believe it's from YouTube and Instagram.
Okay, so you make YouTube videos, you make content around art?
Yes.
Okay. And then content that you make, is it you just sharing your art, or are you posting content like helping people? Like here are 5 tips to improve your art. Like what type of content are you making?
A bit of both. It's mostly me sharing my art. I have shared how-tos and videos like that before. It's just not as frequent because it does take more time, but I am going to be making more of that kind of content very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've done personally, because I have creative spirit too, I have an art page where it's just like fully like my creation stuff. And I have another page where I focus solely on my coaching, where I post how to help people. And then from there, I put the specific link for that traffic that I'm generating based on the content that I'm making. So that's a model that you can try out. But yeah, and then on your YouTube videos, if you make long form content on YouTube videos, like with YouTube videos, you have more space in the video to actually build a relationship to the audience. You could talk about your art and you could talk about your coaching. So in your description, you could put both buy my art as a call to action. And you can also put, you want to learn how to improve your art, or you want to learn how to turn your art into a business. You can put both of those call to actions in the description. And then that's how you would drive more traffic to
And
both.
you mention it in the video itself as well, can't you?
Yeah, you would say, if you guys want to learn how to improve your art, if you guys want to learn how to build your own digital art business, then go ahead and click the link below. And then you can pick and choose when you use each call to action. Oh, if you want, by the way, if you want to buy this art piece, you can get it on my store for 50% off. Just click the link below. And then, like those are some call to actions you can use in your videos.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I like that.
Another question.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're gonna make a program where you help people, right?
Mhm.
And yeah. So how are you gonna sell that program
On school.
on school? So you have a school platform.
I haven't created anything yet. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you somehow want to get people onto school, and I'm thinking, is all you need just a landing page with a freebie to get people on a list, or do you need to just drive them to be added to a free community and then in there upsell with calls, or like what's your strategy?
I was going for collecting emails to begin with and then creating a lot more content in order to drive that traffic towards the freebie and then collecting the emails and then creating the groups.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Because at the moment, I mean, the past year, my long form content on YouTube has been on pause. I'm gonna come back to it and bring a lot more sort of educational content and stuff. And so far, I don't have many emails collected, so I'm not sure how good it would be for me to set up that community right now on school. I think it's probably better that I collect a bunch of emails and start conversations with people. Do you agree, Sam, with that?
No, just start the community.
Start.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, just launch it and get some people in. Yeah, I wouldn't delay it and wait till you have like enough people in your email list. I think it's, if anything, it's the other way around. So
Okay.
I could chime in on that too, Robbie. Yeah, if you make a community, you could just make it so that the PDF or whatever your freebie is, it's downloadable inside of your community. So now you could just say, join my free community, and then people can download your freebie, and then people can talk about it in the community, and you can start building an audience around everything you talk about already.
True.
And when people sign in for your community, you're getting their emails.
Yeah.
So you're simultaneously doing both at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So start the community before I've made sort of course video content for that community. Do you reckon, Sam?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
just beat procrastination. Just go for it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Get the members in. That's going to motivate you to, oh shit, I need to build some content. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's going to really help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have your freebie set up too, then that's means for people to start having conversations about
Yeah, you can
what
put your
you're
freebie in
teaching.
the community. So that can be your first piece on there.
You can make a category where ask a question about business or something. You can make that post, and then people can ask you questions, and then that'll inspire your content. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Question for Sam.
Sure.
Once you get people, like they get your freebie, they're on the list, do you set up an automated email sequence, or do you only email them when there's something happening?
Yeah, set up an automated email sequence for sure.
And what should that contain? I've done, the one I have right now is, say, what's this, Russell Brunson's one, but I almost feel that it's too American for the Danish audience, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't copy and paste anything from anyone else.
No.
Make it yours. But the principles in there you could probably reuse. But yeah, to your question about what it should contain, we actually have a resource on this in the community on building a 52-week email sequence, so a whole year's worth of emails, which you can use to nurture people and sort of nurture them until they're ready to become clients. I'm just going to pull that up now.
I'll definitely check that one out.
Yeah, it's worth a look.
Okay.
Yeah, so this whole section I'll just put it in the chat. This whole section is definitely worth checking out if you're looking to build up an email sequence. Where's that 52 week? Oh, here it is. This is the thing I was thinking of. This one here. That's got a 52 week email sequence on there.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
I was going to take some screenshots of the chat.
Yeah, no worries.
Still with that.
I'm going to be posting the recording of this anyway in the community when we're finished, so you can grab that later.
Oh yeah, because now I've opened the chat because everybody can see it, right? Because I'm still recording these.
No, we can't see your Zoom.
Oh, I see.
We
Okay.
can see your screen, but we can't see what's on your Zoom.
Yeah, because in the screen recordings, I don't think you can see the chat.
Right. That's right.
So just one quick question, Sam. So if I was to create the school group, what then is the purpose of the funnel? Do I still use it?
The funnel is to get people into your community and on your email list.
So I'd have to change it to the link as in the funnel directing to my school community instead of just collecting the email and giving them the free download.
You could collect their email address, send them an email with the freebie in and a link to join the community.
Okay.
Yeah, or in the email you could also say like, hey, thanks for signing up for my list. You can access the free training or you could access this freebie in the community. Click here to get inside.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Do I need to create a thank you page for when they download the freebie?
Yeah, there should be one in that template that we looked at.
Yeah. So just customize that.
Yeah.
And the freebie itself, do you link it on system or do you just send it to them manually once you get the email?
No, like I said, you can send that in an email. So what I would do with your freebie is upload it to like Google Drive or iCloud or something. Get that link, grab the link for it, and then share that in email and do that automatically. Don't do that manually. None of this is manual.
Thank you.
All right, team?
Yo, Sam, do you
Oh.
know, I have a suspicion that because in school now you can get the email without asking for the email because now everyone answers that question, right?
Right.
But I looked in both of our communities and it looks like our paid community, like people who pay, we get their emails, but the free we don't. Do you know anything about that? Is that true?
That's news to me.
Like in the free, you'd still have to ask, like, how do you get the email? It's not in the membership information like it is in the paid one. I noticed like you could download the CSV file.
Okay, so you go on export, yeah?
It seemed a bit tricky.
Let's have a look. So CSV file.
Yeah, I think so. And it seemed to me that the free ones didn't all have it. Just people, I think the ones who answered the question when we had that question, and then the paid one, all the emails were there. So maybe
No,
school
the
gives
paid
it to
one,
people that.
the paid one, they're not all there. No, they're not all there on the paid one.
Or is it no?
Nope.
But maybe that's old ones before school started that.
Well, I'm looking
I don't
at
know.
Ted's obviously member number 1, and then Yelena. So there's like 4 people join, and then the emails start, and then there's like gaps after that. And then if I look at the other community members, I don't think I'm an admin on the free community, so I can't. No, I can't download the member list. Can you make me an admin? You have the power.
Every time I speak, shit just crashes. My Zoom crashed today.
We're gonna lose you. Oh, he's gone again. Okay. Well, I think that's probably a good time to end it there. All right, guys. Good to see you, and I'll see you again next week.
Going back.